First up this morning, the new movie Solver is a mystery adventure film about puzzles, treasure hunts, and secrets. Our next guest says people who love escape rooms will really find themselves at home.
That's right. We're joined now by the star of the film and Pewaukee native. It's John Ruby. Welcome to the Yellow Couch.
Hi, thanks for having me.
How's it feel to be back?
I am so excited to be back in Wisconsin. I love it.
Yeah?
What do you miss about it?
Oh my gosh, there's so much. When I get back, I guess the first thing is the people. So most of my family is here. My parents still live here. They're on Pewaukee Lake, so I see them. And then
I love Pewaukee Lake.
Yeah, it's so great. And then my sister's in Madison, so I get to see them. And then some of my friends are still around, so I get to catch up.
Is LA home for you?
So now I have a wife and a 2.5-year-old, and we have a house, and so it feels like that's home.
That's home.
Yeah.
But I still try to get back twice a year. At least, and get here and relax and go out on the lake or go downtown and things like that.
Great.
Yeah.
Good for you.
What was your trajectory to become an actor in Hollywood? Because kind of reading some of your background, you went to Northwestern, right?
Yes.
Did you study acting in college, or did that come later when you moved?
Actually, my major in college was German. So,
Oh my gosh.
so yeah. So
Das ist gut.
How does that work? Exactly.
That's all I know.
That's very good. Very good.
Guten Nacht. Yeah. I know that one too.
Prost.
Yep.
Hey, there we go.
There you go. We're winning.
Now we got it.
And then you also just need to know noch eins, which means one more. So like if you know another brat or beer, then you just say noch eins.
One more.
One more. So I went to Northwestern, studied German, and was interested also in business. So I thought maybe I'd do international business. So I studied in Munich for a year. I learned how to speak German. But I did that in Chicago for a little bit and decided it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I had a teacher who, when I was at Heartland North, Mrs. Wilson, who got me into singing and got me into performing. And I just remember that kind of that itch was still there. So I moved out to Los Angeles and pretty much started knowing nothing and nobody. And I just started taking classes and started kind of working my way up the ladder.
You did improv too.
I did a lot of improv, yeah, which I really
Improv Olympics,
yes,
which is a lot of people know is kind of a upper tier of improv.
I did a lot of improv, which I love. I did musical improv. So that is not, I'm not going to do any right now. But
Feel free.
But people think of like Wayne Brady, and that skill is like insane.
Exactly. That was really always really fun, but also super challenging. So
How do you get through those lean years? I think this is always the thing about people, maybe between people who make it and have some level of success, however they define that for themselves, and those who end up leaving or not feeling like it's working out. Because there's got to be a lot of no's, a lot of rejection along the way. You kind of moved out there, took classes. It wasn't like things were going great for you probably, and you had tons of parts, and then you're like, well, I better make my home LA now.
Right. Yeah, it really takes time. And the turning point for me was I actually started working in casting. So when I look back, I started helping out in casting, so I got to see the other side besides just coming in as an actor.
Smart.
And that kind of helped, like with my movie Solver, where as a producer on, seeing kind of the other side of the camera has always helped me. So when I first got out there, I started working, not right away, but once I thought about it and said I needed a side gig, and that I thought I wanted to be in the business, so I started working in casting. So when I helped out in casting, that helped me become a better actor because it taught me to relax, taught me kind of what was going on, what to do, what not to do. And now I actually teach an acting class, which is great, and it's all on camera stuff, and it's a lot of what I've learned being in front of the camera and then behind the camera, which is helpful for kind of newer students and newer actors.
Yeah, we have an escape room here now, and I know you said this is something that people who love escape rooms, like puzzles, things like that, they'll love this movie.
Yeah, so
it's being described, your character as what, the young Indiana Jones?
I like that.
Jr.?
I like that. That's good. Yeah, it's a really fun movie. It's a mystery adventure movie, and it's kind of like exactly like a Indiana Jones or National Treasure meets an escape room, and a lot of puzzles and mysteries. It's available right now on Amazon and on iTunes.
Okay.
Is it scary?
So it's not scary, but there is, like a good guy and a bad guy. So it's kind of a traditional story in that sense, and they're all trying to get at something. So I wouldn't say it's scary, but it's exciting.
Yeah, there's a mood to it for sure.
Yeah, there's a mood to it, exactly.
Yeah, you can see so much. I think the lighting has so much to do with the mood and setting the mood.
Yeah.
So is this a genre of film that you've worked on before, or is this new for you?
This is pretty new for me, but I was the guy who wrote it. We were meeting and we were discussing things that we really liked growing up, and a couple of the things were like choose your own adventure books and like Encyclopedia Brown, and we kind of wanted to make like a smart movie. All right, so that was one of the things, the idea behind it. So we tried to figure out how can we kind of make a smart, interesting, still exciting. You know, we didn't want it to be like a textbook, so we kind of found that. And so this was kind of a new thing. I mean, in the past I've done some comedy, I've done some drama, but this kind of action adventure was definitely a new step.
So if you had to choose your own adventure from here forward, would it be that you get this, you I guess, propel into a celebrity lifestyle, or is it that you just keep steady work as an actor?
Yeah, that's a great question. I've actually been a working actor for 10 years now, so a lot of commercials, smaller parts on TV and film. I think the place I would like to be at is like a series regular on a TV show.
Okay.
You know, and I would love if it's shot like in Milwaukee or Chicago. I would love that. I'd love to be back in the Midwest.
Why don't you come back and produce it?
That's what I'm thinking about.
You know?
I got ideas.
Hello.
I got ideas. Help me out, Milwaukee. Come on.
Maybe not Milwaukee. Yeah, you can try Milwaukee.
Okay,
but
all right.
Do you have a favorite TV series that you watch now, or one that you're really into?
Yeah, you know, I think the big show that I get excited about is Game of Thrones, which is a really fun, you know, a lot of storylines, things like that. Actually, if I'm looking for something more of a laugh, there's a show that Jerry Seinfeld does, which is Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, which is really just a great, you know, more about comedians and stuff and their process, which I've really been enjoying. So those are kind of two of my favorites. Yeah.
That's great.
Are you guys going to go to the Dells at all when you're back? I know you used to go there with your grandfather growing up, right?
Yes, we used to go there every year, so we are going to the Dells.
Are you really?
So yes, this Sunday we'll go to the Dells. We'll do Paul Bunyan in the morning, you know, the all-you-can-eat.
Yeah.
Then we go to the Big Chief go-karts.
Where is your wife from originally?
So my wife is from Arizona.
So what does she think of the Dells?
So she goes along politely. She loves custard, though. She's a big fan of custard.
Okay.
So like last night we went to Leduc's, which is our favorite custard place out near us. But yeah, the Dells she puts up with. I love it. I have a great time there.
If I can handle the traffic,
Yes.
I like the Dells.
Yes.
But it's like that's so overwhelming to me.
And I think the water parks are worth it.
Yeah, the water parks are
worth
That
it.
was our cafe.
Love it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So the movie's available right on iTunes as well as Amazon?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
and so
available
people
both.
stream it? Is that the...
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So streaming is the best way. Yeah.
Molly doesn't know how to stream yet.
You still have a DVD player? We don't have DVD players. We're getting rid of those. Watch it on your phone.
Well, I didn't know you could do that. I'm just kidding. No, I still have never streamed a movie.
Okay.
But it's available on iTunes and Amazon.
Exactly,
Maybe this will bring me into the streaming world.
That's great. Do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Check it out.
And if people go to solvermovie.com, they
Yes.
can find out more about you, more about this movie.
Yes.
And all the cool celebrities you've met. We'll show you one as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
that's fantastic. I love
Yeah.
it. Solvermovie.com. It's great to see you. Anytime you're in town, come back and visit
Yeah.
us.
I really appreciate
We start
it.
doing that regular
Thanks for having
TV
me.
series.
Okay, then I'll come back.
We'll keep pushing for someone to start one here and you to produce and act in it.
Yeah.
Every time you're on the yellow couch.
I would love that. Thanks for having
Great
me.
to see you.
Thanks
you
for
so
coming
much.
back.
All right, up